and welcome to my channel here at The Craft of Living. So I have here, I don't know what to call it, a weak moment or a strong moment, but something came over me and I knew that I had to get this particular deck. Now, many of you are familiar with this deck. It's the Threads of Fate company. So they make a bunch of different tarot, oracle decks, but this was the only one I'd ever seen like this. And this is the hologram or holographic deck. Now, they've been sold out of this deck forever. So I decided to buy the damaged deck to see what it was all about. Now, they say that the box is just damaged, but the deck is okay. So first we have here, I guess, a hand thingy pointing that way. But it's like saying, thank you, we appreciate you ordering with us. There's many decks out there, and they talk about their company and their business. So I'll take a look at that later. They include a nice little focus card here, manifestation. It is a likeness to their style of other decks that they have, if you're familiar with them. Beautiful. I love it when they put it on black cardstock. It's so gorgeous. But let's get to the deck. So this is the Empyrean deck. I want to take a look at the damage on the box. So, ooh. That's beautiful. Oh. Now let's see, where is the box damaged? Sometimes the damage is very minor, like I see a nick down here and some rubbing, but you know, I was just saying that I don't really care about the boxes because if I really love a deck, they don't stay in the boxes for very long. They live outside of the boxes, and it's only when I'm putting a deck away do I retire it to its box. But it has a nice magnetic closure here. Oh, wow. Just gorgeous. Tend to the fire within. Lace your spirit with iron. Grab your dagger. It's time. Tend to the fire within. Lace your spine with iron and grab your dagger. Oh, interesting. I don't know why I need a dagger, but I like the sentiment. So here's the book. Let's just get into the book. Ooh, we're gonna save that for later. So fun, oh my gosh. Beautiful, I can tell it's gonna be in color. Yep, it's in color. So they have spreads here. And then they start getting into the card definition and what each card means. And they even have song recommendations. Like this last one that I got was song is Violet by Tourist for the Unfurl card. Not sure what companion means. It'll be fun to learn more about this deck. Now, I know many of you have this deck already. Please tell me, how do you like it? How are your readings going? Do they hit the nail on the head, or is this a deck you only use for personal use? So, they have here in the book everything, all their cards. Let's see towards the end. Kind of different layout. Oh, they have that pointy finger thing again in the back. Pointing your finger that away. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards. So excited about this deck. Wow. Okay, so there's velvet all along here. They really go with the luxury experience when you're opening this deck. It's gorgeous. It comes alive right out of the box. Love to see that. I can feel the thickness already. It's pretty thick. They're a nice size, so if you're familiar with my hands, you can see they're like a medium size. So these are the backs of the cards. But before we get into that, I am going to just show you the box real quick. And on the back of the box, there is a huge moon, and it's another holographic or 3D image. And You can't really see it with this light in the background here, but let me see. There we go. See how it just shifts back there? It's just like you're in space and you're witnessing the nebula. That's pretty awesome. So that's it for the box. We'll put that aside. Let's take a look at one of the cards. Let's see here. So this is going to pick up light everywhere. And in person, I must say, it's not as rainbowy as it is on screen, but it does make my eyes feel a little wonky trying to look at it. It's like, it reminds me of back in the day when you would have those holographic cards. You'd get them in little packs and you would collect them, and they sound like that, and you know, when you shift them that way they move, but this is a whole deck of it, so I had to play around with it. It looks like fun. So we have her in this position. Let's see if I can show you. What is this? Wilderness without the light. Let's come over here. See? So they just kind of do that. Which makes it fun because it's like a different dynamic, right? And the backs, like I said, are like that. But they're not so, they are pretty rainbowy live, but the camera picks it up majorly. That's cool, the all-seeing eye in the center. Wow, very mystical. All right, let's get into the fronts. I've been super revved about this deck for a while. So one of the things I read about this deck is only hand over hand shuffling, not bridging. So that's something that I normally do, so I will remember not to do that with this deck. Let's take a look though. I know I'm not gonna get through all of them, but let's see what we can find. This is abandon. So is this reckless abandon, or is this just abandon? So it looks like we have a statue here. Looks like they're trying to hold up Saturn. And Saturn is the planet of hard work. So the fact that they're toiling to hold up Saturn is very interesting. And then the image changes to that. Goes from that and then close up. This one says amend. And it has these rings on the bottom. This is going to be off center, guys. Apologize, it's not over here because you're getting a lot of glare. So bear with me as I work with this lighting. But that's cool. Amend. And then it just goes to that. Okay. I'm going to try and get the cards on screen, both. So that one says balance. It lights up in green. And then he's just got the cosmos behind him. So cool. So cloak. Oh, he's got his eyes cloaked. I see. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I do. Man, this is fun. Like, look at these rainbows down here. Woo! Sorry, getting distracted. Okay. Let's see. Define. And I love it because as I am showing you this on screen, you clearly see define. But as I am looking at the card with my own eyes, not on screen, it does not say anything. It says that. So I love it. It's just like, it's like another element of magic. Super fun. Okay, I'm moving on. Okay, Ether, excuse me. It's not Ethel, it's Ether. But what is that? So interesting. I don't know what any of these things are. I see eyes here. Let's see if I can show you. See the eyes? Just interesting imagery. I'm not sure about it yet. Ooh, this one's super cool. What does it say? Ending. Okay. Boy, the font is a little bit tough to read. But look at how cool that looks. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I'm loving it. Okay. Oh, here's my guy. I love lions, if you haven't noticed, and I love them. He has got wings on his head, though. This earthly lion. Cool. Okay. We got haze. You're seeing through a haze. Cool. Light. Oh, this is like a horizontal one. Light. Cool. Oh man, it's just like magic in my hands. That's what I feel like. All right, mundane. It is anything but mundane, let me say. So I've seen a lot of their other decks, and they're just gorgeous. You can tell the quality is really beautiful. I haven't been quite pulled to actually pull the trigger and buy it. I like this. It's got the world in its hands. So, but when this one came, I was like, well, I have to. It's the only deck I know of its kind, and it's very possible that they might not make this one anymore. Now, they say they're going to have another one, but, you know, things happen and things change. So I wanted to get my hands on it while I could. This was Portal, this card. That's cool. So it goes in and out of focusing because the camera has a hard time focusing on the hologram. It's actually not a hologram, it's just 3D. Whoa, this one's trippy. It reminds me of a fractal. Yeah, what's it called? Reflection. Oh, so it's almost like a fractal then. Interesting. Oh, but what is that? Oh, be fun to look at this closer. So we have static. Oh, or status quo, right? Okay. This one looks like fun because I love skulls, and there's a skull on there. Ooh. But what does it say? I'm trying to think. Oh, maybe I have it upside down. Thread. How did I get it upside down? All right, so this one says thread. It's kind of neat though because it's got a cool skull on the bottom. Oh yeah, the rest are kind of upside down. That's interesting. This one is trust. This is what I'm working on right now. Trust in the universe. Trust. There is a plan. Okay. This one's pretty. What is this one? It looks like a white phoenix to me. Focus, focus. Look at that. What does that even mean? I don't know what Bission means. Bission? See, I just love this because I learned so many new things. And lastly, we have wilderness. Wilderness. That's right, we started with this one when we saw her up there. Cool. All right, I'm gonna do a flip through or a shuffle. I'm gonna gingerly shuffle because these are some serious cards for some serious business. Man, I'm almost nervous to shuffle them. And I don't know about you, but I really don't like shuffling hand over hand. I prefer bridging or, you know, anything else, but I don't want to bend them. It's, I don't think it's really good to bend them. They say they're very sturdy, but that the layering in the cards, it needs special care, and that's not bridging it. So that's fine. We won't bridge it. So I'm curious how everybody else's readings with this deck goes, and if they get good insights off of it. I know they have really awesome spreads that are pretty cool. But look at that rainbow. It's like I'm shuffling. It's just fun. It's like you're holding magic in your hands. Give it one more go, and then let's pick a card. Let's see. What does this deck have to teach us? Or what is this deck? What can we learn from using this deck in particular? Oops, okay. I really think it's cool that they went holographic on the back too, by the way. What is it that we could learn most by using this deck? So we pulled I'm gonna look this one up because, like I said, the font kind of messes me up a little bit, and I don't know how to say. I'm not familiar with that word, so we're gonna look this one up, guys. Let's see. Obe starts with an obe, and I wonder if it's in alphabetical order. It's not. Okay. It's not in alphabetical order. Okay, I found it. Oblivion. Oblivion? I am sorry. I'm so horrible. I don't know what that word is. I've never heard of it. But I'm going to read it to you while I kind of shimmer this in the light. The price of refusing to see can be steep. Oh, okay. No wonder. Okay, well, I know the word oblivion. Okay, that I was just oblivious to the word oblivion as I was reading it. But that doesn't look like a V to me. Obliv. Okay, I thought it was a new word. It's not a new word. It's oblivion. So the price of refusing to see, I see now, I see, can be steep. We end up living in a house made of matches, and our minds become combustible and fragile. Oblivion asks you to look now before it's too late. Wherever you have been skirting things under the rug or pushing off to the next day, it's time to confront them. The oblivion is left laced with ego, the areas in our life where we have told ourselves that we were in the right, everyone else is wrong, where we think we are better and more evolved than others. But really, we are all human, and no person will ever be perfect or have it all together. When we stay in the oblivion, it is typically coming from a place of deep insecurity. We make band-aids out of our progress. I manifested this, so it means I have worked through that old pattern. Our brain simplifies the work so we don't have to accept the fact that we will never get, quote unquote, there. The place where we have nothing left to work on. But if you can accept that you will never arrive, it releases the pressure you're living within, creating an escape from the oblivion. Is this a large pattern for you? Or maybe you just have a single black hole you've been avoiding. Whatever it is, now is the time to explore it. So I really love this card. To me, it spurs that old saying that I heard from one of my teachers. You don't have to worry so hard about getting everything right because you don't ever get it done. You don't have to worry about getting it right because you don't ever get it done. It's a process. Life is ongoing. And even after we leave our physical bodies, the process still continues. The learning still continues. We don't leave our body and suddenly become enlightened. We continue learning. So I really love this because there can be a huge pressure to, I don't know what to choose. I want to choose it right. I want to choose the right direction. But not really letting go and allowing spirit to step in and guide you what your next step needs to be. I know that's what I'm working on. So I love that. It kind of looks like a nuclear bomb over here to me. Like it looks like a geometric shape when I look at it in real life, but it looks like a nuclear bomb went off to me and just exploded. But that's kind of what happens when you get into oblivion, right? You don't notice the bombs going off in your life because you've talked yourself so far into acceptance or surrender that you are kind of oblivious to a major elephant in the room. So this is a good reminder that any pressure on perfectionism, you can just let that go because this is an ever-evolving process called life. So that's what I have for you today, beautiful, beautiful souls out there on this journey called life. I have the Empyrean, which I believe I looked it up and it means heavenly, heaven on earth, something like that. Super cool. Tell me what you think about this deck, if you liked it, if you've had good reads on it. I'm having super fun with it. But thank you so much for checking in. Leave comments down below on what you think. And until we see each other again next time, guys, peace.